one of the hardest things to do is to transform into a new person around people that you already know, right? Sometimes we could find ourselves, or have you ever found yourself trying to change, but you don't know how to tell the people that you're around, right? Sometimes we try to change and we don't know how to say, like, hey, I don't go there anymore, or I don't say that anymore, or I don't eat that anymore, or I don't dress that way anymore, or I don't spend my money like that anymore, or whatever your anymore is. But this is what people have known you for, you know. Today I was reading the Bible, and I'm in 2 Kings chapter 5. And I was reading a story about this guy named Nahum. Forgive me if I say that wrong. But what happened was he had a disease and he got healed, right? And after he got healed, he was like, you know what? I'm going to worship God. I'm going to take these false idols down. He was worshiping some other false god. And he said, I'm going to worship the one and true God. And immediately his mind went to, he was like, but I need you to forgive me, Lord, because when I go back to my, to my life, I work for the king and he worships this other, what was the God's name? It was like Rahman or something like that, right? He bows down to him and I assist him in that. And when I assist him, as he bows down, he leans on me, so I bow down too. And that just made me think about when we have a shift, right? Because we can shift quickly, we can change quickly, and people are not ready for that. And it's hard to tell people that I'm no longer that anymore. You know, one time I told someone, I said, I'm going to cut my hair eventually, right? I'm going to do a different hairstyle. I'm going to switch up my look. And when I said this, they were like, don't cut your hair. Don't do this. Don't do that, right? And it's because it's hard for people to understand that I'm not that person anymore. When we go through the transition, people have known you to be that person who is, if you need money, you'll send it to, if they need money, you'll send it to them. When they know you as that party animal, right? Because I used to love partying, used to have a lot of high energy, and I still do for the right reasons now. Or when they know you as that person who goes out and spends and buys whatever for everybody, pays for the group for everyone. When you no longer are that person, it's hard for them to understand that you don't do that anymore. But I hope this message encourages you today that as you continue to transform, don't slow down your transformation because you don't know how to tell people anymore. Sometimes you have to separate yourself from people to become, and sometimes you just have to accept that you're gonna have to be uncomfortable, or they're gonna have to be uncomfortable, but you must become. So I hope this message encourages you guys today. I love you, and I'm out.